Mr Chair, in talking about the title of the bill, I recommend that the word Takutai Moana be removed from the title because its inclusion insults the notion that the Marine and Coastal Area Bill will do anything to help Māori restore their rights to the Takutai Moana, when in fact all of Māoridom, apart from the 4 members of the Māori Party caucus of course, know that it won't do anything of the sort at all. I also recommend that the word Takutai Moana be removed from the bill because Māoridom have shown clearly that they do not support this bill. And in fact, of the 72 submissions which came before the Māori Affairs Select Committee from Māori organisations such as Whānau, Hapu, Iwi, Marae and other Māori organisations, of the 72 submissions, only one supported the bill, which is a strike rate, Mr Chairman, of about 1.5% support. I would also suggest, Mr Chairman, that Takutai Moana should be removed from the title of the bill because the iwi leadership, who were widely touted to be supportive of this bill, in fact withdrew their support from this bill before it even got to this House, and have been notable by their absence in the gallery at every reading of this legislation because they do not want to be seen in any way, shape or form supporting this bill. I suggest also, Mr Chairman, that perhaps the bill might be renamed the Takutai Moana Act, as in My Stolen Seabed Act. As in my seabed has been stolen by the government, who have no doubt already mapped out all of the seabed around our country and no doubt already identified the kind of corporate entities whom they intend doing business with, including corporate pirates like BP and Exxon, who have demonstrated a ruthless commitment to profit at the expense of the environmental destruction that the industry is noted for, and that the bill be renamed the Takutai Moana Act to reflect also the fact that my seabed has been stolen by this government, who plan to ram through the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement, which will open up all of our resources, including our foreshore and seabed, to the International Rape and Pillage Brigade, who will in turn repay the good turn that we are doing them by suing our government in secret international courts should Māori and other environmentally conscious New Zealanders take positive and concrete steps to protect our seas from the destructive activities of the petroleum industry. And perhaps that bill again might be renamed the Takutai Moana Act to reflect the fact that my seabed is being stolen by the government, who have already entered into dodgy relationships with petroleum companies who have a record of disaster and mayhem in the oceans of the world, without any formal record of corporate accountability that most other countries would demand of such resource exploiting agencies. And in fact that renaming it the Takutai Moana Act would also reflect the fact that my seabed is being stolen by this government, who see the foreshore and seabed as a commodity from which they can maximise profits to repay overseas debt, all the while ignoring the crippling debt that ordinary New Zealanders are facing up and down the country, and that perhaps the bill should be renamed the Takutai Moana Act to reflect the fact that my seabed is being stolen by this government, who are committed into entering into contractual relationships with foreign companies who have demonstrated no interest in the needs of Indigenous peoples anywhere in the world, and for that matter have demonstrated no interest in the needs and aspirations of Māori people, or indeed New Zealanders generally. And that this act might rightfully be renamed the Takutai Moana Act to reflect the fact that my seabed is being stolen by this government, who have already decided that genuine consultation with Māori is no longer a requirement for the passage of legislation aimed at exploiting resources which are rightfully the domain of Whānau, Hapu and Iwi. Thank you, Mr Chairman.
Chair, Mr. Chair.